My name is Mary Batten, and I write nature science books for children of all ages, from preschool right on up through high school and even early college. Peachtree, I'm pleased to say, has published 4 of my books. The latest one is called Please Don't Wake the Animals, and it's about how different kinds of animals sleep. I was fascinated, for example, to learn that dolphins sleep with only half their brains. That's because they're mammals like us, and they have to continually come to the surface to take a breath. They need oxygen, like we do. Another book that I really enjoyed writing is about invasive species. I call it Aliens from Earth because they really are alien creatures or organisms that come into an environment where they've never lived before. Things like Africanized bees that Hollywood called killer bees, and plants like kudzu. These are things that come into an ecosystem, they've never lived there before, and because they haven't, there are no predators in the system to take care of their numbers. And they can sometimes just wreak havoc and take over the whole ecosystem and crowd out the native plants and the native animals. I write science books because to me, nature, the world around us, is the most exciting place to be. And children love to ask questions about every little thing they pick up or see or smell or feel. So I really think kids are budding field scientists. Now, one of the questions that I asked when I was a little girl, and my children ask, is why do I have this little hole in my belly, this little belly button? So to answer that question, I wrote a book called Who Has a Belly Button? And this explains why all mammals, and we're mammals just like dogs and cats and pigs and chimpanzees, why we all have this little belly button. Well, of course, it's where we were connected to our mothers by an umbilical cord before we were born. Then I got really interested in animals that have daddies, that help the moms with bringing up the kids, because in most of the animal kingdom it's a single mother story, and the mother is usually the one that does most of the bringing up of the kids. But there are a few animal species where the dads are just indispensable, and the little one simply wouldn't survive if he didn't help the mom. Birds, for example, take both parents. And if you've ever been lucky enough to see birds making a nest and raising their young, you know that the mom and the dad are busy all day long bringing food back to those hungry little babies. Now, those are just some of the topics that I've written about, and I like to talk to children in classrooms and answer their questions. I love their questions because questions are really the driving force of science. And it's a question that triggers an experiment, that triggers a visit into the field, that triggers the next great discovery that scientists are going to make. I hope I'll see you soon in your classroom.